Hello Aries, how are you guys and gals? Welcome to your reading. So we're going to kind of see what's coming towards you this week. I'm starting with my Oracle of the Fairies deck. And then I am going into, actually I got two new decks. Oh, look at you under there, King of Fire. I'm going into my Good Tarot. Let's look at this one. And the Light Seers Tarot. And I do want to give a shout out to San Tarot, S-A-N Tarot, because she often uses those decks and I always love them and they inspire me. And I'm like, I want to get them. I want to get them. So she's the one that I would see using them and she's awesome. I love watching her. I watch her all the time. So you go check her out. Go check out her girl, man. She's good. All right, Aries. Let's see what the fairies have to tell you. Well, that came out like, oh, your inner child. You're going to be silly. You're going to be Aries. The fairies of playfulness remind you to make time to embrace your inner child. Playing keeps us young at heart. Do something silly and fun, but stay safe. But stay safe. That just like really resonates for me for Aries. I'm an Aries, so if you're new to the channel, you know, but like, I find that I'm very clumsy. I've got scars all over my fingers. I've got scars all over the place, actually. So we're going to have fun, but we have to remember to be safe. That's cute. Raise your hand if you're clumsy, Aries. Raise your hand if you're clumsy. So then the underline is magical blessings. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. Oh, that's really nice. See, when you connect with your inner child, you can do that because you connect with your true self. You connect with that part of you that was you the day you came to Earth, before it got all changed with ideas that society presented to you, and, you know, parents and siblings and cousins and aunts and uncles all wanted you to be. All right, so let's get more information about, you know, what's going on with this inner child. I feel like fun, like you're gonna get out and have some fun. I went for a bike ride the other day and that was great. That was fun. It's just fun to move, be free. Could do social distancing with bike riding. And I did. God, this card's been all over the place this week. Well, isn't that interesting? Wow. Oh shit. You got some stuff coming. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, the Two of Air. Two of Air is the underlying. Kind of like the Two of Swords, right? Like that's what that is, the Two of Air, but you know, the card feels very different. Kind of weighing the pros and cons here. Somebody's been weighing the pros and cons. I'm getting a little bit of strategy. Do I go with this approach or do I go with that approach? Do I do this or do that? I think the childlike approach, the inner child, not immature, right? Like not immature, but that just going with what really feels right to you. What you really truly want to do in your heart is the way to make the choices here. I think this card has been out for every reading. The first time I used this deck was for the collective of pixies, and it was there for Aquarius. I think it was there for Pisces, and now it's here for you. It's the Ace of Fire. Now the Ace of Fire is here with the King of Water, like the King of Cups. And then the next two, you got two major arcana. Pretty significant, interesting order. The World and the Hierophant. Huh. Magical blessings. Inner child. This King of Water energy it feels like it's going to reach out to your Ace of Fire, to be honest. Like if you, it's like you have a spark. Oh, this is interesting. I never noticed this chick sitting on the top of it before. And it's like, it's almost kind of childlike. Sitting at the top of this lantern in the woods. Now the lantern in the woods, like as I'm looking at it, I'm kind of feeling like, you know, it's like the home fire's burning. So if you've been off and in the woods or wherever you've been off and it's gotten dark since you've been out and you're heading home and you know you left a few lights on, or it's just that feeling of coming home I'm getting. It's that feeling of coming home with this Ace of Fire. Like something's been left on. It's almost like you've left a light or a spot here. And then with this King of Water is like reaching out to it. Like this King of Water, it's almost as if this person is seeing like this warmth that you're creating. Almost in like your, it does feel like your home. So this person is seeing this warmth that you're creating in your home life. This person has a lot of feeling and emotion here, but it's cool energy, and it is the King of Fire. They're not, yeah, the King of Fire, or the King of Fire, the King of Cups or Water is not really showing the emotion, but there's an awful lot of it there, and it's almost like, I feel like you have some sort of warmth that, it's like you have some sort of warmth that will warm these waters. And then yours looks kind of dry. Yeah, like yours looks kind of dry and parched. So it's almost like you can warm the waters and they can, to choose my words wisely here, they can, it's not, I cannot come up with any way to say this. I'm sure many of you know what I'm trying to say. So you can warm the waters, and the waters can moisten the dry, parched ground. I think that came out really good. That came out much better than it was going to come out. Yeah, like, and it's funny, my hand is itchy and dry, and I'm see, like, it's what I mean. So, yeah, there's two things here, but one is an ace, and theirs is a king. I'm going to pull out clarifiers to see where this goes. So, and then the world with the Hierophant, like, this is a pretty big cycle. Kind of like a cycle, you know, if this is the energy that you and someone else are going to play out with here. This could be romantic, maybe not. Like, it's definitely connection with someone. And I definitely do see that there is some sort of mutual balance here to where you bring warmth into this person's emotional aspect in life. And then where you maybe almost burn out with so much fire and passion and creative energy, and this person kind of like soothes that, right? So, and seeing the world and the Hierophant coming in behind them, this is like the start of some sort of new big cycle here. Some sort of new big cycle, and it's a much deeper connection than what you've had in the past. I like this Hierophant. I like it because it's depicted in feminine energy, and I've never seen a Hierophant card depicted with feminine energy before. They're probably out there, but I don't myself have a deck. I have a lot, and I haven't seen any that I can remember. And I think that's quite interesting because the Hierophant is often too a symbol of, you know, institutional life on earth here. It's, you know, churches, government, build, anything, like anything to do with institutions, to do with things that give our society order. You know, as much as we always want to stand up against the man, or we still need it to keep everything running. Like, it's just always trying to adjust it and make it more holistic and best for everybody. But I like this because it is usually depicted with masculine energy, and it's like a switch here. It's like having this deeper spiritual connection, this connection with someone else, but also with your society, with your world, with your community, but it's more nurturing, right? Because it is the feminine energy, so it's more nurturing, this connection. This is interesting because there's 2 gold bands sitting on the side here. And this could be obviously like some sort of romantic connection. I just with the 2 gold bands there, but it's definitely a different type of connection than what you've had before. So let's see what the tarot is saying, if I can pick it up with the other tarot. Let's pull in some clarifiers. You know what I need? I need a footstool. Because if my chair is too high, then my feet don't touch the ground. But then my chair, for my chair to be high enough for me to feel like it's at the right height for my desk, my feet have to touch the ground, and I don't like that feeling. I'm like a little kid. It's like I can't touch the ground. But it doesn't feel right for my posture either. I don't know. I'm sorry. These are all the things I'm thinking about. My mind is always off in 3 or 4 different directions. Okay. Knight of Wands underneath. The Knight of Wands underneath. I really like this card. I feel like it's taking that creative energy that you have and turning it into something real. Like, and 2, like beating to your own drum here. Really beating to your own drum. That's a nice depiction of inner child too, right? Like beating to your own drum. Little kid doesn't care. Just find a pot and it's all good. I'm having a good time. It's kind of that energy. Like, I don't care. So, what do we have here? What's sitting under these other cards is we have the Star and the 6 of Pentacles. So the Star is kind of sitting under the Ace of Fire. Interesting. The King of Water, the 6 of Pentacles is sitting under the King of Water. The World, and then we have the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is sitting under the World, and the Page of Wands is sitting under the Hierophant. Before I go into anything else, I like this Page of Wands with this Hierophant. You know what I said? Like, this Hierophant is very different because it's a female depiction. And this is a woman here too, and she's just throwing that wand in the air. Like, this is completely different from anything else. Like, let's just explore this. Let's just have fun. Let's just do inner child energy, and let's see what it creates. And it does seem like, I want to say, on the surface to others, this may seem like you're creating something that is, what is this? Like, how do you define this? How do you describe what this relationship or situation is, or whatever you're going to create here? Or, you know, that's what it seems like to people on the surface, when like really underneath everything, it's still what exists in our world somehow, whatever you're creating. Like, it's still something that's real. But you're putting your own spin on it. You're spinning it so that it supports what makes you happy and what makes, I want to say, probably this person happy. So with the Star sitting under the Ace of Fire, look at that. You know, I want to say, actually, this is what you're bringing here, and what they're bringing, because and then this is what they're bringing. The Ace of Fire and the Star. Okay, I'll show you this. This is how it's sitting, and look at how it's so important to me how the cards look at each other. Can you see that? Can you see this? The way this is sitting, he's looking at the Star. He's kind of looking at both of these energies. So it feels very much like, well, the way I have it on the table, I'm going to show you the way they're actually separated. It looks exactly like that, like there, boom. That's how they're sitting on the table. And it looks like this King of Fire seeing a star. So there's something that you're shining here. There's something that you're shining, Aries. You're harnessing too. I feel like you're harnessing your manifestations. This person sees your ability to manifest and wants to add to this because you add something to them. I'm not really sure what that is except this warmth, this spark. Because this dude looks like he's been in the water a long time. He's been like at the bottom of the ocean. It's pretty cold down there. I'm just getting that, like it's really cold down there. So this warmth is almost life-giving. That's a good way to describe it. What you're offering here is almost like this life-giving warmth or energy. And it feels almost like a dream or achieving a dream here to connect with your energy. Now then with the Six of Pentacles, I mean, it is a desire to bring some sort of balance in for sure with the Six of Pentacles. Now, you know how I said it feels like this Ace of Fire is like the home, the warmth? I feel like this person wants to somehow add to that home warmth, but on a physical level somehow. They want to add to the home, the warmth of the home. They want to make your home warm. I'm actually going to pull, I have this deck sitting here. I haven't used it yet, I don't think, for Pisces or Aquarius, but there's something about this Six of Pentacles that I'm not sure, I'm not sure if this, the energy of this person is to bring physical things into your world. Things that they see that you're missing, they want to bring. Yeah, they do. Wow. So the Empress with the Knight of Wands. That's interesting. I have the Empress and the Star here. This person really is seeing you in a very high light. This person really wants to give you something. So this person, I want to say, this person's maybe like, what's the term? People's different love languages. So some people, their love language is spending time together. Some people, their love language is writing a love note. Some people's love language is, that one too, I don't know about it. It's like sex. And some people's love language is like gifts. It can be like gifts. But this person is going to come in. I think they want to come in trying to speak your language with this Knight of Wands. That's interesting. Because it doesn't seem like that would be their language, being this King of Water. It's really watery. This person, I think, yeah, they have a lot of emotion and feeling here, but they're not going to be sharing that. Not right away. This is the energy that they're in. You know, it could be, because what do you have here? You have, well, the Stars, Aquarius, the King of Wands. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's feeling like it's feeling very Pisces to me. It feels very Pisces. Very watery. I think that to me, well, yeah. Cancer's pretty emotional. Whatever. Take it as it wants. I just feel like it's, the energy this person is in right now is very emotional. Stirred something inside this person. Is stirred like deep parts. This guy looks like he's down at the bottom of the ocean, deep parts of their emotions. And they want to connect with you, and they're kind of seeing the best way to do that is connecting with your language. They want to speak to you in your language so you understand them. Makes sense. But yet they're bringing pentacles. Maybe they'll have a gift or a gesture. I don't know. Okay, put that away. I'm not sure why you need it yet. Now, the Nine of Wands with the World. Now I understand. Okay. Because I'm like, she looks really defensive. She's like, had enough. She's kind of like holding that wand. I don't know. So maybe you're just feeling, maybe you don't seem approachable. There's a new cycle here with the world that wants to start. Maybe you have been apprehensive about starting a new cycle. Something's going to happen here though, because when I'm looking at this, I couldn't understand the Nine of Wands with the world, and then I saw it. It's like you're waiting for this new cycle. You've been waiting for some sort of new cycle. You're getting really tired of waiting. This is like the wounded warrior. Just like, I don't know. I've been standing holding this fence up for months. I can't hold it up anymore. And then the cycle starts, and then look at this. See, she's throwing the wand in the air. That's enough of that shit. Like, it's like this release, final release of being in this energy. Puts you right into the Page of Wands. Like, whatever this is, it really puts you into your energy again. Because we've got the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Fire Wands. This person's coming in like the Knight of Wands. Towards what they see as the Star and the Empress. You've impressed somebody, Aries. I'm sorry, I'm looking out the window. Someone did comment. They wanted me to show what was outside the window, but I can't. Because there's houses with cars and license plates and numbers. And then there's street signs too. And you all can't know where I live. Could you imagine if you all came to my house? That would scare the shit out of me. And it wouldn't be social distancing, so I can't show you. Let's get more information about the world. That's always exciting, right? Aries is always into new cycles. What's going on? What's going on with victory? Well, there you go. Your new cycle is victory. What you wanted for, what you hoped for. Recognition too. I don't know, you really need recognition. You just want victory. Just victory in life. Something that you wanted here. That's interesting. The Hierophant is at the bottom. So if some of you are hoping for some sort of a deeper connection spiritually with like a friend or a partner of some sort, that seems pretty prominent here. This is definitely a deep connection where I like that you warm the water and that they... God, this is so weird. And that they moisten the parched soil or the earth. Ah, it's so crazy weird. I was just talking about Starman Tarot, and she did a reading for Aries not that long ago. And I'm like, why does this sound familiar? Because it was the king, and it was the same thing. It's so weird. That is funny, eh? I must be connecting her. Or maybe she's my sister from another mother. I don't know. Nine of Wands with the world. This Nine of Wands, I think he's just tired of waiting and holding up this damn fence. Oh, it's so funny. The Four of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. Like, it's enough already. It's like you want a 10th pentacle. But you're just sitting there, nothing's happening. Look at this face, this dude. Like, I'm tired of waiting. Tired of waiting. It kind of feels like that. Just tired of waiting. Tired of waiting for my pentacle, my 10th pentacle. Which is, however you want to see it, it is some sort of happy home life, but it does involve another person. Because the Nine of Pentacles can be just like the 10, but there's only one person involved, which is you, the current, the person we're doing the reading for. Now, with it being the 10 of Pentacles, there's more involved than just you in that. But you know, whatever you see it as, maybe it is like legally married, maybe it's living together, maybe it's living next door to each other, whatever it is, but there's some sort of cohabitation or sharing resources. Oh, okay, sharing resources. That could be this. Maybe that's what I was trying to pull out with that. Maybe that's what I was trying to pull out with that. I don't know, somebody's going to comment on me on that one. What do you mean maybe that's why you're trying to? How can we know now? No, I'm not God. I'm just a tarot reader, man. Just give me a break. Yeah, the comments have been better lately. I just don't look at them as much anymore. I've learned to delete them. That was not easy. Being an Aries Gemini, it's like, yeah, you want to fight? All right, I'm going to do this. You want to have a word fight? But I've learned to just ignore them. It's taken me 48 years. Just ignore them. So you just turn the other way. Okay, I can do that. The Hierophant. Oh, interesting. It is different. This is different. Whatever this I want to say this situationship. I don't focus. My arm's getting sore holding it up. Someone said, can you hold it up longer? Can't. The Hanged Man. Because, you know, the Hanged Man can be about no movement or not making a decision. But the biggest aspect of the Hanged Man is a new perspective. Is having a whole new way of looking at something. And yeah, didn't you get that with this card? With his feminine hierophant, absolutely. Having a whole new way of looking at something here. And what a connection is, and what a spiritual connection is, and what a deeper connection is with someone. That's interesting that the Two of Swords is at the bottom. Because that's what was at the bottom here. Weighing the pros and cons here. Yeah, whatever this is, it's probably something that it feels really nice. It actually feels like really nice energy, but it's different somehow. So you're going to have to see how that plays out for you. You're going to have to see how that plays out. So there you go. That's nice. All right, there you go, Aries. Until next week, guys, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.